Over here at the top right on our 2-player map. Do you have to pay for it? No. It's actually... Oh.
Hey, that was the wrong order.
That was the wrong...
We always do red
I was
first.
actually... Where was I supposed to do red first? All right, well, I guess... All right. Hey, how much does it cost, actually?
That was like actually a really good joke. So
that was a good joke.
That was
actually like that was like a you know, there's like you know $1 jokes. That was like a $20
You are really
joke.
flustered right now, aren't you?
I'm pissed. That joke was like really good.
No, it was good, man.
All right.
I think you're overselling it now, though.
I know.
It's okay.
It's like, tasteless, you look weak in front of everybody. I'm like, no, but the joke is good. Double extractor from this ZVP expert.
He's actually
double
going
extractor cancel.
12 Overlord.
Interesting.
Yeah. The 12 Overlord gives you a little brief time, if I recall correctly, where you have a little bit more minerals, but overall gives you less than the 9 Overlord.
Probe sent out very early. And note, the pylon placement is in the main. It is not in this area over here. So we're going to see some type of one-base play.
Yep. You know, I don't think quick expansion on this map is that good. You really need your warp gates up before you expand. When we see people do some sort of silly cannon foolishness expand.
Tomfoolery.
Yeah,
no,
man.
nice, by the way, uses of shift clicking. We just saw him do that there. Shift clicking actually can be pretty handy if you have to go back and multitask.
Yeah, absolutely. You just spam that out and blocks the hatchery a couple times.
He had to make a pool in his base.
That's right. After a second of doing this dance, you have to decide, okay, do I make the pool now? Do I just make the pool? I'm going to need the Zerglings to kill this. And the probe leaves, but no minerals for the drone to make the hatchery.
Double gateway. So he's going to do the stalker opening again.
Yeah, I like that opening quite a bit. And I really loved how he expanded behind it last game. That map was perfect for exactly that. You just harass with those two and take the expand. But a much quicker gas this game for Suhoshin. He is learning from his mistakes. Yeah, I like both these players, man. They're both reacting very well to each other.
The probe, continuing to be on the move. Just checking out what's going on. He's going to have to pull out of here pretty quick, though. You either sacrifice the probe to just buy some time so the Zerg can't show you his tech, or you send the probe back and you gain a little bit of a mineral advantage. It's a tough decision to make.
There's also other things you can do with the probe. If you send it off to the sides or something, if he sees
like
you send it
here.
off, he's going to be checking everywhere for pylons. You know, if he doesn't see you send it off, you can just make some pylons. It's good to have pylons outside your base.
Pylons are good in general.
Yeah, it's a good unit.
I don't know how they power the buildings. I don't want to know, actually.
No, that would take all the mystery out of
It would
the
take the magic away from it. It's like when I found out how magnets work. I'm like, oh.
How do magnets work?
I won't tell you, don't worry.
Thank God.
Zealot's going to move it here, but 4 Lings can actually beat a Zealot, so he's got to be careful. He did manage to bait the Lings away with the probe. And this, I don't actually believe he saw the Zealot go over to that direction.
Yeah. You know, one thing I have to mention, I love the Zealot with the Stalkers, because normally, as we saw last game, he saw the Stalker, he's like, okay, 8 Zerglings chase, get speed. That's how you counter that. But with the Zealot there, that didn't work, and he actually got a lot more damage than he thought he would. So I really like this opening, and I like the fact also that he is getting a Twilight Council behind it.
He's got the Stalkers out now.
Speed is halfway done. He's going to want to have to keep track of that. And here comes Zerglings. He wants to flank, maybe get a surround off. And what are you doing? That was
Zealot over here attacking the Queen. Oh! Run.
Speed is going to finish before they get back. He's going to lose both Stalkers here.
But the Zealot... No, that's a probe, excuse me.
Probe is actually going in to
scout.
Yeah, I thought he was going to try to kill the Queen, but too much hit points. He was really sloppy this time with those Stalkers, and I think he's going to end up losing them.
And note, this was actually supposed to be a feign. It's going to go for DTs.
Really quick DTs. And it's hard to catch wind of this as
oh
my God.
Zealot's out.
He might actually, this is not good for him. If he runs through and finds the Dark Templars, that's right, he's going to find the tech. Is he? There we go, he sees it.
Oops.
That is actually really important. Really, FreeDSL has messed this up at this point, and Suhoshin is looking like he is in great shape. Needs to get some detection up ASAP, and he's going to be so far ahead. It's great, by the way, to have speedlings in a Protoss space. You can always kill some probes.
Yeah. He's not stopping, though. He's going to commit. He thinks he could bust him. It could be a blunder here by the Zerg.
Making a lot of Zerglings right now. He thought he could. Couldn't. Sorry. But right now he does have a lair.
He's not making anything right now. He's going to go for Hydra Den.
And he is making the Overseer. So smart moves.
There it is.
Taking an expansion. Figures, okay, DTs are going to keep me safe for this, but there is an Overseer out. And also, if the Zerglings were still prodding, there should have been a Zergling in the natural watching for something like that. Because this many Speedlings right now will make you cancel that Nexus instantly.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they just deal so much damage to it. You're just like, oh, oops, I shouldn't have done that.
He might even want to get 2 Overseers.
Yeah, I would actually, against scouting it in that situation after killing a few probes and killing the early units, I'd probably end up getting 2 or a Spore Crawling in 1. Both good choices.
Pylon over here. You can warp into DTs. Back here in the Protoss' base.
I think we've seen no
mass
DTs
gates.
so far.
He's not going to get a forge. There's no forge here. He's going to commit to a timing attack, it looks like.
Yeah, he wants to have a lot of units pumping out. He's actually going to switch, skip DTs altogether.
Oh, he's not even going to get him. Okay.
Yeah, I actually like that. It got scouted. Yeah. Element of surprise is gone. Obviously, your opponent's going to prepare for that. If he doesn't, he's the stupidest Zerg ever.
He's dumb.
He's not, though. So he is prepared. And not making DTs just kind of wastes that detection. That was kind of worthless. But needed. Now, it's surprising he's actually going to Hydra Tech against someone who has a Twilight Council, because obviously Psystorm is so good against that.
And Zealot Legs as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything that comes from a Twilight Council basically beats Hydras.
In fact, Hydras is really only good against Starports.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good against Blink Stalkers as well, I guess. I have to say that. They do quite fine against just Stalker. So our Zerg player right now, he's really fully droned up. He's got very good economy going on. Let's take a look at that in the downtime. Better economy than Protoss so far as he tries to fill up probes at his natural. One interesting thing I would like to know is that he has not laid a single creep tumor yet, and he has a lot of extra energy on his queen, so he could easily have done that, had a lot more creep, which is very important, especially with Hydras. When you have Hydras, you actually should make a 3rd queen.
Hydras actually suck when they're not on creep. You actually cannot run away.
Yeah.
They're garbage.
You need them on creep or they cannot do anything. They can't even, I mean, they can't get the concave.
We got a Stalker timing attack coming up over here. I don't know if the Zerg is, actually the Zerg might be more than prepared for this. What? It's going to depend on the force fields. Nice! Isolates the lanes.
Oh, he gets all the Zerglings here.
Oh, that was so good.
Uses a lot of force fields to do that. That's a lot of Hydras, though. I wouldn't want to engage that right now. Even those sentries with Guardian Shield is quite good against Hydra. Still, Hydras are like machine guns. And here he goes, going in. Nice force fields, keeping most of the Hydras back. And getting the surface area with his Stalkers. Should not let his sentries in front, though. Doesn't want those picked off.
Not any force fields left here. But he does not have any creep tumors out on the map, so the Hydras actually cannot catch up. He's going to warp more in over here, though.
Yeah, this is a little bit foolish from our Protoss player, FreeDSL. Hydra's quite good against this unit composition. He really needs Psystorm to deal with them.
He actually just needs to run. Run.
And luckily he can run, because there's no creep.
Oh, but they split up the Hydras here. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Lost all his sentries. He really had like 8 sentries going into that.
He's going to run around in a circle.
Bet you wish you had creep now.
Oh, Bling's coming here. No sentry with a force field. Nice. Very good. Control here by the Protoss.
He's trying to get that critical number so he can actually take out the army of Hydras, because once you get enough Hydras out of there that you actually have a considerable amount more Stalkers, Zerg has an extremely hard time coming back because of how microable Stalkers really are.
He's going to try to go for an interception here while the Zerg's moving back. Although he might actually get sandwiched. Protoss sandwich.
Not as good as peanut butter, but still tasty.
The Link's making it a little bit more difficult for the Stalkers to avoid damage. He's got to warp in some more units over here.
I'd like to point out what he's building. 12 mutas being built right now. Very interesting. If he just goes to the main with these, holds off on the Stalkers a little bit longer with the Hydras, you could do immense damage to the Protoss economy. The only problem is that our Protoss player is putting on non-stop pressure. So by making all these mutas, he's going to have less and less Hydras, and he may get rolled over. It's very hard to transition from Hydra to muta.
Ling's on the move now. Mutas are out.
But engaging alone?
GG, FreeDSL was in the middle of the map for too long.
I'm actually a little bit surprised.
I think he could have just gone back to his base and stopped.
Yeah, his economy wasn't the greatest.
Micro Wars.
He had stopped pro production for a little bit.
It's like, this isn't Dota, dude. Like, you need to, like, get back to the base. But, man, I don't know if he should have. I feel like he just stayed in the middle of the map for way too long.
Yeah,
he was like, all right, I'm going to try to win this now. It's like, well, Zerg's just now getting an expansion up.
And even so, you know, he had basically pure Stalker against just a handful of Hydras left. You just don't engage both the mutas and the Hydras at the same time.
Right,
There was only 12 mutas. He had more than that in Stalkers. I do feel that game could have gone on because the Zerg actually... It's so hard to transition from Hydra into muta.
Yes.
And when it's 2-base muta against 2-base Stalker, you're kind of okay.
Well, the Zerg didn't have any creep tubers on the map, so I'm actually a little bit startled by... I mean, if the Zerg had creep tubers on the map...
It was a weird game.
It was kind of weird.
First game was way better played by both players.
Yep, but you know, I think sometimes these players get stressed out and they just... I can't do this anymore. I'm going to leave. And I kind of feel like that's what happened there, because the Zerg wasn't even playing... I think to the full...
no, he played a much better game in the first set.
Stamina plays a big role in these games.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't find your groove in a game as well.
We hope you asked some great questions for our players.
That's right. I'm going to be talking to Suhoshin in a moment here.
That's right.
I'm going to give you guys about a minute and a half to go refill your green teas.
That's right. Get some
more
crackers
popcorn.
with it. Yeah. Put the pizza
Actually,
rolls in the
crackers
microwave.
go really well with green tea.
Do they?
They do. And if you have a little bit of cheese, and you know, what type of cheese?
I like my ice Americano and then have a little bowl of pretzels.
Oh, really? Ice Americano and pretzels?
Pretzels. I'm a saltine guy.
That's right. Actually, it might be smart to get a little bit more caffeine in you because there's going to be a whole bunch more matches after this next one.
Yeah.
A little bit later on. I know that's hard to stay up for, but you have to.
It's important because Clyde's going to be there.
Well, Clyde's next, but after that, there's a whole other set while we're on an airplane.
That's true.
Don't go anywhere.
Let's go where the sun goes down.